sure to check out Agelessgeeks for your figures and collectibles. This video and YouTube channel is rated PG-13, so that means this channel is not for anyone under the age of 13. So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How's everybody doing today? Daredon18 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a custom Ancient Ruins terrain diorama by Lawless Studios. So let's get into it right away and take a closer detailed look at this awesomeness. Alrighty, so taking a closer look at this diorama, this is meant for a D-top shelf, and he said the dimensions or the measurements for this diorama fits exactly perfectly in there because it's much taller compared to my other D-top dioramas, but I really love the way this looks, man. What a beautiful looking piece, and Lawless Studios never ceases to amaze me. The paintwork on the rocky areas with that kind of looks like blackish or a grayish color, and then we get a few different shades of brown in there, and then we do have like the grassy look to it, or moss, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it just looks really nice though, and I like how over here it has some like symbols or something on there. I think that looks really cool. I mean, that looks dope in there. Even up over here looks really cool. Around over there looks great. Just really dig the way this looks, man. Very, very cool looking. And I like these these pillars on the top here. Let's move the camera up a little bit so you can get a better look. Hello up there! Alright, so here is the top of it. And I like how these pillars look right here. This one there, I like how this looks above over here. Just really dope looking, man. This is probably one of the coolest dios I've seen him make for a D-top, man. And even on like the sides it looks great too. Beautiful sculpting and paintwork on that. Take a look at the other side here. Just really dig the way this looks, man. And then he sculpted all over this side as well. The back he never sculpts, because who the hell's gonna display this backwards, you know what I mean? A really, really beautiful job on this piece here. Very cool looking diorama. And it does come with a bunch of accessories, so let's get into that and see what is included with this diorama here. Moving on to the accessories, we get a really good amount of stuff included with this diorama you can add onto it. So we do get 10 different things. We get a bunch of rock clusters, so we have a few smaller ones here in bags, so we have 3 of those. Actually, there's more than 10 things. This is 12 actually, so we get 3 of these little rocks you can throw around on there. We do get another one here with like some moss on it, or the foliage. There, I finally pronounced the word correctly, that damn word. But really nice detail on this here, so we do get that one. Then we do get a couple rock clusters here, looking pretty dope. So you can place those wherever you would like. Then we get a few pillars. So we do have this one here, and he puts magnets in them. And I messaged him before, I'm like, yo, I noticed there's a few magnets in some of the pillars. Is there like some hidden magnets somewhere on the diorama? And I was kind of thinking maybe he used it for the weight so it stands up better, which that is the reason why he does it. I was trying to look for some hidden magnets somewhere in the diorama, but he puts magnets on the bottom of them to hold the weight down and have it stand much better on its own. So that's why there's magnets in there. But he did a nice job on this one, the smaller pillar. And we do get a couple longer ones here. So we do have this one, which also has a magnet there. Really nice job on that one there. And then we do get this more narrow looking one, which looks pretty cool. No magnet in this one. I mean, you could put this one like up here if you want to do something like that, or put it like that. I mean, you can do whatever you want with the accessories he adds with the dioramas. Then we do get the bigger pillar here, which looks dope. Love the moss look to it, the cracks and everything. Really dope looking, man. So those are all like the rock pieces. Then we do get a bag of foliage here, so you can place this wherever the hell you would like to. And then the last thing included is some pretty cool stuff. We got like a few plants or like leaves or something like that, and I really love that he includes these now with his dioramas. The last diorama I got from him, he did include some stuff like this, like some weeds or grass sticking out, and I really dig the way it looked on the diorama, so I like that he included this stuff here. And I'll throw some of this stuff on the diorama so you can get an idea of what some of the accessories look like on it. Alright, so if you look around there, you could definitely see some differences compared to what it looked like before I threw some of the accessories on. I threw a pillar over here, a pillar up top right there. I threw another one down there, the smaller one there. I threw a couple of the little rock pieces there, those grassy looking pieces, and then I threw the plants around a rock cluster. So I just threw stuff all throughout the diorama, and it does add a little more life to the diorama, you know what I mean? It does make it pop a little bit more, so definitely love that he includes these accessories with his dioramas. But anyway, that is all the accessories included with this dial. Let's move on to the measurements and wrap this review up, shall we? So now for the measurements, and as I mentioned before, this is meant to fit on a D-top, so the measurements should fit perfectly with a D-top shelf. So for the width of this diorama, it looks to be about 13 inches and 3/4 of an inch wide. The depth here seems to be just shy of 12 inches, so almost a foot. And then the height of it, I'm going to go to the tallest part here. Let's move the camera up there. It looks like it's about 15 inches and 1/4 of an inch tall to the highest point of the diorama up there. So those measurements should, like I said, fit perfectly on a D-top shelf, which I'm going to show you what this looks like on my D-top shelf shortly. So let's wrap this review up, shall we? But anyway, that is my review of the custom Ancient Ruins Terrain Diorama by Lawless Studios. Hope you enjoyed it. If I had to rate this diorama with detail, accessories, and quality, it would definitely have to give it all a perfect 10. If you would like to know the price and where to get a diorama like this, a diorama with these dimensions for a D-top shelf cost over $300. I believe this one was around like $350. But it also depends what you're having made, how much stuff is being used, how many accessories. So the price definitely does vary. You would have to contact Lawless Studios to get an official price for what you want made, or if he already has stuff made, which I believe he does have some stuff for sale. It should pop up on the screen, either on the top left or the top right, or on both sides. And if you would like to contact Lawless Studios, you can contact him through his email, which is lawless_studios@hotmail.com, or you can contact him on Facebook or Instagram. Facebook is facebook.com/lawlessstudiosdios, and his Instagram is lawless_studios. And before we officially wrap up this video, let me show you what this diorama looks like on one of my D-top shelves on display quickly. Alright, so here is the diorama set up in one of my D-top shelves, and it literally just fit in there. As you can see, the highest part of the dial is like a centimeter or two away from the bottom of the top shelf right there. But I do like how it fills the entire space. It's not all empty looking like how that one looks. So I really do dig the way this one turned out. It pretty much fills up the whole space. And I did get this for one of my Star Wars shelves, and I'm using it for my Mandalorian display as right now. I just have all my Black Series Mandalorian figures on there. We have Cara, IG-88, the Heavy Infantry Mandalorian. We have Mando back there, and then of course a Jawa. And then once I get that little custom Baby Yoda, aka the child, he has the cup or the bowl of soup in his hand. I'm gonna put him right up over here. I forgot the guy's name who makes them, but he's on Instagram. His name will pop up on the screen there. He makes a few different versions of Baby Yoda, like one in the pod, one just standing there looking up, one eating the frog, one with the bowl or cup of soup. So he does have a decent amount of options, and they're pretty cheap too. I think they're only like 16 bucks or something like that, so really not bad in price. But really do love the way this diorama turned out. Lawless Studios just always does a fantastic job with these, man. If you get a diorama from him, you will not be disappointed. But anyway, that's my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell. And if you liked it, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, oh well, I guess you didn't like it. But thanks for watching. I will see you later. But stay tuned for pictures next. So let's get into it right away. Blah, 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 blah. Moving on to the accessories, we get 10 different items included. Damn it. And before we wrap this review up officially, let me show you guys what this blah, 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 blah. But anyway, that is my review of the custom Ancient Ruins blah, 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 blah. Pff.